Welcome to Havian Transformational Center. Today, we had the privilege of engaging retirees. And we thought this is what we call preconceived ideas that a retiree suffers from financial problems. But then it was a shock to us when we realized that finance may not necessarily be all they are suffering from. These retirees told us that the time they've been retired, they've realized money means nothing. Nothing whatsoever. They were kind enough to tell us that they've realized that the relations you've made with other people, that matters a lot. The relations you've made with your children, your spouse, that is what matters. And then they were quick to point out that they realized that chasing money is a mirage, is a futile effort. So yes, the retirees I'm talking about are men of means and women of means with real estate, big cars, big money in the bank, and all that. But they pointed out that all that means nothing if you have no close relations with your children, with your neighbors, and with your family. Some of them told us they can afford trips to Paris, trips to Dubai, trips to any point in the universe. But then the loneliest moment is when they have no one to talk to. Because money, in their words, cannot buy you company. Yes, you can walk into, this is what men said, you can walk into a pub, buy people drinks, but they won't talk to you. They have their own cliques. The women also told us you can even join a women group in the village. But if you didn't establish a relationship with them from the beginning, they still treat you as an outsider. I know this is hard to swallow as a young man or a young woman, that money is not the ultimate. Money is simply an illusion. If you really look at money, how does 30,000 become a cow? A cow in itself is valueless. It becomes, I've seen people who buy a cow, they give it a name, and the cow becomes more than just a source of milk. Some of them even talk to those cows and they understand one another. So it is hard as a young person to comprehend money versus relationships. And they also told us that relationship with self is much more important. We talked to, maybe we had 3 or 4 billionaires, and they said they were happier when they were searching for money. They are lonely, now they have the money. Because everybody you come into contact with, be it a brother, a sister, a neighbor, a spouse, they don't respect you, or they don't even associate with you on the terms that you are an individual, but on the terms that you have money. So they look up to you like you have all the solutions. And yet, at that very moment in time, you need them to give you the solution. Am I saying that money is bad? It's not. But let's take things into perspective. As we are chasing money, which is literally arbitrary, it's an illusion, because a cow and 30,000 don't match. Let's also build relationships with yourself and with the people around you. Because by the end of the money, you need people. Let me tell you a story. This lady, she really had money, but she felt she could join the villagers in having a village association. So what she used to do is send a little boy, her son, with cash in whichever home that cash was needed. They used to contribute 500 shillings. So whenever an event happened, she was always the first one to send the 500 shillings in the hands of a boy. Then it reached a point, her daughter was getting married. And so the in-laws were coming. What the neighbors did, they sent little boys with 500 shillings for the occasion. So when the in-laws came, money was available, but there were no people. And that, from her own mouth, taught her a lesson that money don't move mountains. But your relationship with people can change the whole world. The Christians look at Jesus. If he had turned water into wine in the wilderness, where nobody tasted it, it would have made no difference. But he was in the party, and the wine is over, so he changes water into wine, and the party goes on. So it's not more about that he changed water into wine, but he was relating with the people taking the wine. So, from Havian Transformational Center, the experience we got today is, what is your investment in people who matter?